meet you there. But there's something I have to find out first.
You're all alone, little one. Sometimes I feel alone, too. We're both alone here. Together. They hide like rats under the floorboards. Stick to it. They cannot. I'll see where they root, slither like snakes amongst the leaves.
What's up, Mom? We've been looking for you for a very long time. Icarus Complex.
My God. It's completely taken over.
Filth, seething tendrils of a hive, ever expanding. Fools, they cannot be contained.
Jesus. Orochi has leverage on everyone.
We have obtained the files requested and placed them onto this console for review. The files include detailed avenues of leverage against the Invictus crew. If there is need to put into place additional surveillance measures, we are prepared to do so. We wish your visit a pleasant one. Semper Service, Control. Ina Volkova. At age 27, Dr. Ina Volkova was directly involved in Avaraya versus Krachiv, which gained significance internationally as the incident at Krychaw. For several years, she had worked at a decommissioned military air base a few miles outside of Krychaw, Belarus. Thousands in the small city were killed by an explosion at the base, an explosion meant to cover up a horrific containment breach of an alien substance being used in her research. The high-profile trial uncovered several classified experiments attributed to Volkova, with high-ranking officials within the government denying knowledge of her research. Before a verdict could be delivered, Volkova fled Belarus and claimed asylum at the Russian Federation Embassy in Tokyo. Stationed at the embassy, exiled in extradition, Ina was unable to continue her research. We offered her the opportunity to work without constraints. She accepted under the terms of the strictest NDA and forced return to Belarus upon disclosure. While her ethical integrity is questionable, her skill is undeniable. Recommend vigilant surveillance and determination of trust upon results. Shane Newhart. Minor childhood trauma documented by licensed family psychiatrist. Fear of abandonment. Mild social anxiety. Miskatonic Mechanical Engineering. Of peculiar note, created a practical equation to explain the theoretical underpinnings of Yang Mills and the mass gap in his sophomore year. The apocryphal claim is that it was made in a single weekend, otherwise unremarkable. Dr. Newhart is key in our understanding of Cynthia Newhart's studies and possible whereabouts. Recommend continued surveillance of home and office. Potential asset for leverage if Newhart ever reemerges from isolation. Recommend hiring at local Manticore office, engineering position. Accept all salary requirements. Push for more information on Cynthia Newhart. First Lieutenant Josephine Wilcox, Special Forces, Distinguished Service Cross, received 2052. Court-martial determination, dishonorable discharge, record commuted, evidence expunged. Commander Wilcox resigned her post as of February 22, 2055, retaining her exemplary record and citing personal reasons for her exit. As per our contract, Wilcox began employment at our California-based Manticore facility under the strictest NDA. Was there record of discharge? July 15th, 2054, friendly fire incident reported. 6 undercover agents killed during strategic raid of suspected uranium smuggling operation. Wilcox-led team suffered 0 casualties. Facility neutralized. Alpha Camp, Al-Mawit, Yemen, July 17, 2054. Inciting incident of Commander Wilcox court-martialed proceedings. Multiple witnesses. After brief altercation, Josephine Wilcox discharged a pistol at a range of less than 1 meter, causing a perforated wound into the skull of commanding officer Major Corey Houston. Wilcox turned and fired a second and third gunshot, which entered the chest and shoulder of Captain Alan Sheffield. Before team members could advance and pull Wilcox away, another 2 shots were fired, critically wounding Captain Jaden Allen in the thigh and groin. Final shots were discharged into the ceiling as officers on site wrestled her firearm away and detained her. Major Houston and Captain Sheffield died immediately. Captain Jaden Allen died in transit to medical facilities. Video evidence of the incident is retained at control. Video evidence, her squad defended her actions, echoing the sentiment that the officers in question knowingly caused a friendly fire scenario through mismanagement. Commander Wilcox will receive no punitive action for these events, so long as we exert our influence. Declan Delapore, Master's of Mechanical Engineering, Minor in Linguistics, California Institute of Technology. Trafficking in heroin, possession of controlled substance, involuntary manslaughter. When he talked earlier about the needle between the toes, I knew that he was a user. I didn't realize that he was trafficking in it. Declan Delapore has a history of substance abuse, having self-admitted to rehabilitation centers twice. His court sentence closely coincides with divorce proceedings, which were finalized in 2048. On November 13th, 2049, Declan Delapore was admitted to a mental health facility for evaluation after an attempted suicide. Orochi Recruitment has confirmed that Delapore has remained clean for over 12 years, as of January 1st, 2062, during which time he completed his degree with honors. He has experienced significant difficulties upon graduation due to his incarceration, and Orochi's offer of employment has been contingent on his willingness to maintain secrecy. Delapore is a highly motivated individual, and Orochi has made arrangements to erase records of his dark past.
Oh, Lucas, what the fuck?
Restraining order, Mary Richardson. Temporary restraining order, Tia Anders. Restraining order, Abigail White. Offense, violation of restraining order. Sentence, 30-day psychiatric evaluation. Dr. Van Buren's sociopathic tendencies were well documented during youth therapy. Lucas displays difficulty reading emotions and a lack of empathy for others in social settings. It notes that he was admitted to therapy after his parents discovered him performing a vivisection on the family cat. Dr. Van Buren's contributions to the field of philology are vast. His dedication helped trace the evolution of Central American language to its origination point. Most recently, he has helped translate Orochi's newly discovered ancient texts and star maps. Orochi has maintained surveillance evidence of Dr. Van Buren's activities during the disappearances of Abigail White and Tia Anders in 2054 and 2055, respectively. The videos show Lucas violently kidnapping and assaulting the woman in his home, choking them until they suffocate, and then mutilating the bodies and disposing of all evidence. The chances of a violent altercation are slim, well within acceptable risks, and Dr. Van Buren has seen the recordings. He will accept any assignment given with no questions asked. He is our most leverageable asset. So, given the chance, we should kill Dr. Van Buren. Are you just permanently there? Ah, I see. Understood. Ah, fuck you. I'm just looking for secrets, man.
Fuck.
Putrid.
Alright. Where's that? Which way does it go? So it's going to come out here. There it is.
What is that? What is that?
I think that's a baby. Or a child. Are you face huggers? This is a really cool view. Oh. Hi there.
You're trembling, little one.
Oh.
Swaddling viscera.
Stop it! Get out of my head!
You could crack open your helmet like a walnut. Let it know. And my voices will still. Not in the spaces we know. But in between.
Where's the safe spot? Where is the safe spot? It all just looks like wall to me.
You're trembling.
Okay, there we go.
Stop it! Get out of my head!
You could crack open your helmet like a walnut. Let it know. And my voices will still. Not in the spaces we know, but in between.
These holding cells. Can't go that way or I'll get hurt. Find a door code.
A hand scanner. Looks like it opens a door to an elevator.
Only discarded pieces block the path. Rain stances. Unanswered question.
Holy shit! That's all of us. The entire Invictus crew. Are we the originals? Or the copies?
So we might be clones.
We're all expendable assets to Orochi. Wasn't enough to know all our secrets. They can't leverage us, they'll just replace us.
The Icarus Project is authorized to enact a contingency plan in case of unforeseen circumstances that may put the Invictus crew at risk. A replica of the individual will be made and preserved until a severe violation has occurred. Severe violations of company policy include the following: unauthorized transmission of operations information to an outside source regardless of content, verbal threat or intent to control or sabotage mission objectives or company equipment, homicide, witnessing a homicide, sustaining a fatal or crippling injury, witnessing the retrieval or release of cloned subject. Please review proper safety guidelines before retrieval or release of cloned individual. Discretion is of the utmost importance. Failure to follow protocol guidelines will result in immediate termination. Was there something else there? I realized that I just noped out of there. There it is. Okay. Cloning successful. Organic tissue shows no signs of deterioration through advanced aging process. Memory implantation through nocturnal brain scan completed. Volkova Ina, Delapore Declan, Newhart Shane, Van Buren Lucas, Wilcox Josephine. More babies.
It doesn't end.
Split from a single seed. Germinated, scribbled on carbon paper, they multiply like vermin. Sentience is a glitch in the sensory organs. Pain, a cancer fed by reality.
Okay, Mom. Whatever you say. Experiment 279, Project Icarus. We are experimenting with the substance phenomenon entity, oftentimes called the filth, what Dr. Volkova prefers to call Z-Path. Each sample lightly contained and weakened with a particular regimen of radiation, as per the Icarus protocols. The goal of this experiment is to see if the effects of this preternatural containment are the same on cloned human tissue and cloned human hybrid tissue as on normal human tissue. If the effects are not the same, how do they differ? Today we applied the minute amounts of the filth on cloned cells, using the safety protocols, and observed. Effects were largely similar with the molecules of the containment. With the molecules of the contaminant attacking the cells. However, the process moved more slowly than observed before. The filth has escaped. I have sealed my safety suit and performed all the emergency protocols. I have injected the radiated serum as outlined in the procedures. The side effects are intense but mundane, and far better than the alternative. How did this happen? There was no breach. I think the theory that the filth flows, even undulates along dimensions outside of our perceived three, may have merit. I have sent for help. I'm trying not to panic. I'm recording the findings this mishap affords. The voices continue. I ignored them at first, congratulated myself on my rationalism, but then the voices learned to mimic my voice, and I thought they were me, and I was the voices. No, that doesn't make sense. The radiation must be working. My limbs have begun to do things on their own, but only when I'm not looking. I have to stare at my limbs very carefully or they misbehave. I've made a careful regiment of making sure to not look at any one body part for more than 7 seconds. I have to keep watch on them, except for my right arm. Good arm. I'm a scientist. Cut off arm today. Right arm. Good arm. Only uncorrupted part. Pristine. It will be pristine forever. Stored good arm in morgue. Code 9510. I am scientist. Will lock myself in padded room. Everyone is safe. Scientist. 9510, huh? Itchy. Tasty. So is there a hand in here I could borrow, or...
Number 6.
Oh. God damn it. Alright, mortuary system time. Nope, put that back. Put that back. Put that back. Just push it back in. Just push it back in. Bastard.
Oh god. That's disgusting.
A tactile tool. Tender. Untethered.
Whatever you say, Mom.
Oh shit! Come on! Come on! Come on, open! Let's go! Come on! Come on! Open, open! Come on! Shit! Okay, come on, close! Close, you piece of shit, close! Ha! Yes! Fuck you, you plant piece of shit!
We should be running. We should run. We should run. We should run. We should run.
The moon's gravity pulls so strangely. It tugs at the tides of the mind. It pulls the planet apart. Do you feel it?
I can't say that I do.
My mind opened like a nocturnal flower, aching for the pollinator bat. I walked in nameless beyond of inconceivable dimensions to worlds of elder outer eternity. Oh, how rock casts a shadow. A corona surrounds the dark.
Unauthorized access. Unauthorized access. Security en route. Please await lethal response.
No, thank you.
What are they keeping here? Meeting at 5:12? That's oddly specific. The clock is stuck on 4:23. New Eden. Orochi is planning on building a city here. A failsafe.
There is no escape. The dream will consume them. They are inevitable.
Can I change the clock?
So the Lord God banished him from the Garden of Eden to work the ground from which he had been taken. Genesis 3:23.
3:23, 4:23, 5:12.
The CEO of Orochi was here. It makes no sense. It's probably a 4-letter word. I should look around for some clues.
Easy
An
enough.
emergency failsafe if Project Eclipse is released. If I can lower the shield, I can get out of this room.
Status quarantine. Blast doors active. Magnetic stasis field online. The fragment has become agitated. The workers are unable to resist its communications. They scratch at the walls, run through the complex, reduced to wild animalistic frenzy. I was able to close the chamber and enact the highest protocols, but I can hear the echoes ring in my ears. I see the crew of the Cyrano. I've never seen them before, but I know who they are with all my being, and they stare through the cracked helmets. The filth reaching out towards me. Can't stay here. Eclipse has been shuttered. I've activated the proper protocols. I doubt that will be enough. Doors will automatically unlock in the event the subject of Project Eclipse is released.
Once it is broken, the rush is upon you. You don't get to be the same person after they get in.
Project Symmetry. The numbing agent used in Project Eclipse to keep the fragment under control is created from the strange metal powering the machine in the alien ruins. Since the active mechanism for sedation is poorly understood, we have taken the precaution of stockpiling a large amount of the metal on board the Invictus. In the event of an emergency, the Invictus can be launched. A self-guided rocket has been attached to the payload. It can be triggered with a code phrase once the Invictus safely clears the atmosphere. Communications specialist Delapore was tasked with loading the payload and setting up the detonation trigger. Due to the sensitivity of the operation and his location at the off-site communication dish, he is considered the operative with the most chances of success in case of a catastrophic event. He alone knows the trigger word and will use it at his discretion. Father, the Cyrano has crashed. Something happened. An EMP? We could not analyze it in time. The filth has reacted violently and unpredictably, spreading like a cancer across the entire base. The Dreamer fragment has sent the workers into a panic, searching for a way to escape. The security system has been triggered. The entire base has been compromised. I've shut down Project Eclipse. An emergency kill signal has been sent to shut down communication via Angelus. We will leave no trace. Semper Service. Control. Incident report for the Cyrano. The Immortal Engine. Father, as you know, we owe a great debt to the work of Dr. Cynthia Newhart. This site was chosen based on her later work, notes and research kept under the strictest clearance. While her exhaustive library of equations and scrawled symbology has been daunting, our analysis still continues to see results. Most recently in the acquisition of 2 recent items. You are already aware of the fragment of a dreamer, which we recovered. Research continues into the significance of this fragment and how it tries to communicate. Using the magnetic energy signatures first recorded by Amundsen's expedition to Antarctica, we were able to triangulate the location within kilometers. Through excavations of Site 9, the team is excited to announce that we have uncovered an actual Gaia engine on Mars. Further exploration of the chamber containing the engine has been halted, and we defer to your judgment. We await your determination. Semper Service. Control.
I'm getting out of here. I wonder if those consoles have anything to do with Project Eclipse.
What are we doing? Communication with the dreamer requires a sensory-deprived environment, even for you. Use these settings: 20, 100, 100.
What the hell is that thing?
I think that's the dreamer. Intercepted unauthorized video transmission. This is Trevor Graham, commander of the Cyrano 1. An EMP fried our systems, and we're currently hurtling towards Mars at approximately 50 meters per second. Fuck protocol. Fuck Orochi. It wasn't hours after they sent us the coordinates, and I could see it in everyone's eyes. Dr. Baduri drew the short straw when the heat shield controls malfunctioned. We are not equipped for a mission like this. Command knew it. It's a fucking support crew. But we followed procedure. After 20 minutes, he stopped responding to comms. We tried to reel him in, but his face... When he turned, his entire mask was covered in blackness, just a spiderwebbing of black oil across the entire thing, and leaking out into the void. It cracked straight through the fucking helmet. Costanza grabbed his arm, and that shit, it crawled up her suit, wrapped around, squeezing itself inside. That pounding, the airlock, I couldn't let them back in. The infection, just being near it made my temples seethe. They're all infected. Doesn't matter though. The fucking hatch won't close. Any time now we're gonna bust apart and rain down in pieces on the Martian desert. Pierce and Vogel are lucky. They're still asleep in their pods. Won't feel a thing. I'm taking it down with me, all of it. This is a Cyrano. This is a Cyrano 1 about to enter the Martian atmosphere on a secret mission to help stake a claim. They don't care about the lives they lose to do it. You hear me, Orochi? The whole world is gonna see this thing. The whole fucking world will know. I already gained access to that. What are we doing now? Phase 2. $423.
Wasn't the number on the clock? Maybe it's something else.
What is that? 323?
That didn't work.
Oh,
There's
okay.
gotta be a hint somewhere for the right setting on these dials.
So 512. Start with 512.
Brilliance. Yes. Let it connect.
Our family therapist's office. I can still smell the musty leather sofa in the corner. My parents took me here when I started having night terrors.
I understand that some might consider my behavior obsessive. Yes. We may not agree on the finer points, but I can't let it go like this. My father always used to say, "Your brain has its own mouth, and all it does is devour books." I was insatiable. I learned to see data where no one had ever thought to look. But I never thought it would consume me, strip me of my accolades, that it would affect my son. I can't keep doing this. That second mouth in my head just keeps eating. It will never stop. I know how that sounds.
New patient, Shane Newhart, 7-year-old male with mother, Cynthia, reporting night terrors with complex hallucinations. He claims to remember every detail. Mother encouraged him to describe the terror, so he did. It is made of vines, tendrils, and teeth, he emphasized. The teeth. With human hands and face. The vines emerge from every shadow and fill the room, twining upon themselves, eventually crushing him to the bed. All the space that remains is a small, dark tunnel through which the creature stares at him from across the room, and he can see it through the eyelids, and its face inches closer minute by minute, but his mom always wakes him up before the teeth. S became extremely distraught, and the rest of the session was spent consoling him. For any chance to develop a rapport with them, I'll need to see them separately for several sessions. Call C to set up a time next week to discuss home life, school performance, her concerns, etc. Week 3. Shane's GP ruled out physiological causes for night terrors. Must be related to anxiety, a lot of tension in the Newhart house. S may be genetically predisposed. Today he showed me the handheld chess game he always plays during recess. Smart kid, but needs help with his confidence. Meanwhile, Cynthia remains a challenge. She answered my questions about S, but was reluctant to talk about herself, insisted I wouldn't understand. As I encouraged her to give me a chance, she succumbed to a dissociative episode, which we talked about at length once it passed. She called it seeing through the eyes of elsewhere. We will have to revisit this next week. I convinced her to see me as a patient.
Mom's seminal work. The one that solidified her reputation and reinvented the field of quantum engineering. The ability to harness dimensional shifts, equations to predict fluctuations in time, not just on the subatomic level. She was a genius. Feels like so long ago.
With her breakout book, Engineering Dimensions, celebrated theoretical mathematician Dr. Cynthia Newhart completely changed the postgraduate study of mathematics. This beautiful new edition of Engineering Dimensions has been formatted for teaching and features a new foreword from the author, chapter discussion questions, and an extended index for easy reference. All right. Put it down. Is that all that's in here? What is that? Is that V for Vendetta? I just see a very prominent V up there.
Can anyone tell me how to access the space between dreams?
From critically acclaimed author of Engineering Dimensions and Wandering in Time, Spaces Between the Walls of Sleep, Dr. Cynthia Newhart. It's a tesseract, a hypercube. Cube to hypercube.
Excellent try, Gloria. However, while the roads of Agartha do traverse the vastness of time and space, the corridors between dreams are a separate sort of passageway, and the two only intersect in very rare places.
Right, obviously. Everybody knows that.
That's very cutting edge, Adam. And while the full answer to that is quite complex, that is still incorrect.
Wormholes and event horizons after the possibilities... Wormholes and event horizons offer the possibilities to go to impossible places. Oh. Sorry, I didn't know.
What a distinctive answer, Rupert. That is an interesting theological paradox, but it is wrong.
God holds the keys to the doors of the entire universe, and by his grace are allowed to enter. I have seen God, and it is terrible. I have a jump drive just like that. Although, I think that mine is bigger. Fuck you.
Very good. The answer is the dreaming ones. The dreaming ones were, the dreaming ones are, the dreaming ones shall be. Not in the spaces we know, but between. They walk serene and primal, undimensioned and to us unseen. They can teach us deep knowledge, secrets past the skin of eternity. I'm having a hard time noticing when it's happening. Yesterday, streaming through the kitchen window, a mote, illuminated, suspended in the air. Spent the remainder of the day in my office researching. I've been accused of isolating myself. I merely am who I am and have always been an isolate. Isolated by knowledge. imagine discovering a dictionary of new words to describe the universe. Words that no one else could ever know. The promise of limitless knowledge to an insatiable mind. Is it any surprise I struggle with domesticity? But I had to make a choice. I'm sealing it away. I have to try. Shane is my universe.
Week 14. Patient functioning continues to fluctuate. She is managing to find relief from auditory hallucinations by isolating herself in basement. Symptoms waned enough to attend session today. Washed hair in basement utility sink, apparently. Manages to take care of Shane during dissociative periods. C twice trailed off into almost nonsensical babble. Claims to have had a lot on her mind with the upcoming publication of latest book and is not concerned. Not my first patient with such challenges, but for some reason I feel out of my depth here. Thinking about referring her to someone else. Increased dosage in the meantime. Shane is apparently doing well with support from his school counselor. I'm sure he's glad to have his Thursday afternoons back.
After the seizures started, she tried for a while. We were really close the summer she left her tenure, but I could tell she was restless. Wouldn't stop writing. She'd snap at the smallest things. The book sold really well, though. Popular with the pseudoscience crowd.
Wonder, wander, whimper. How can the human mind access the moment something moments, the moment between moments, the space between spaces? If something, the other, to recognize ourselves. I don't have my flashlight on, do I? I don't, okay. We perceive if we met what lies beyond. These questions are not as different as they seem. To answer them, we need to relearn how to see, as I have through the universal language of mathematics. The gift is hidden within the angles. Come wonder with me. I really wish you would stop doing that.
Once you open the book, it's already too late. It's always too late.
Orochi contacted me this week. They've approached me. But they kept their cards.
God.
They can never know. Would do anything to pull him into their fold. And that's why, Doctor, if I found out that Orochi approached you, were you curious about the dreaming one?
Hello?
Then she was gone. I don't want to remember her like this.
What lies on the other side of dreams? Where do we thought and space meet? Beyond interdimensional theory, beyond the communal subconscious, beyond the fabled roads of Agartha, famed mathematician and author Dr. Cynthia Newhart takes the reader to a place where quantum space and myth intersect. With painstaking research, spaces between the walls of sleep makes the impossible not only possible, but within reach. It has been some weeks since I transferred Cynthia's care to a more experienced clinician. I can't stop thinking about our final session, even though my notes are sparse and the details hazy. Ever since, there has been a gnawing at the back of my consciousness, a deep anxiety I can't shake. I find myself jolting awake after mere minutes, or falling into sleep. I find myself jolting awake after mere minutes, or failing to sleep entirely. I know something is watching. I see it flickering in my periphery. It slithers in the split between seconds. It thinks I don't see, but if I take the dreams for myself, it will tell them. I will have to suspend my practice until I figure out what it wants. Go away. I see you.
Why are you doing this?
What's up, Mom?
The moons bend above us. It is all but a brilliant equation.
Please, I need you to help me.
I thought I am. I was. I will.
God damn it, who are you?
Shane.
Shane. I'm sorry, Shane. I've made so many mistakes. You were never supposed to be here.
Mom? Why are you... How did you get here?
My curiosity led me here. The pages of the Necronomicon revealed a mathematics I had never encountered, and a pathway to the dream world. I didn't know that once I made the choice, I could never return. The decision has weighed on me ever since.
Weighed on you? Do you have any idea what that did to us? To Dad? When you left, it broke him. We searched for you for years.
Shane, please, listen.
Has it been you this whole time? In the base, haunting the crew? Driving us crazy with these nightmares?
Yes.
The struggle tears at my soul. It takes every ounce of concentration I have to remain here. I need your help, son. We must act quickly. When the ship passed between the moons, the twin dreamers were disturbed in their slumber. All the chaos you've witnessed, the filth, that creeping horror is only a fraction of the destruction that it can bring. If they corrupt the engine, the moons of Mars, the dreaming ones will awaken, and they will devour all of reality.
You left me. You left us for a delusion. What the fuck do you care about reality?
Reality is where my son lives.
What do I need to do?
Find the Gaia engine. I will help you do what must be done.
I thought we already found it.
Shane, help me undo what has been set in motion.
Please don't leave again.
Don't worry. We'll solve this together.
That's cool. Ganaya, Kashag, Batagan, Kafak, Kaftaku, Batagan Shah. You're safe, Shane. Shut the fuck up.
Shane? Declan! Sorry, I don't know what happened. There's so much more down there, Declan. Clones, mind control, the dreamers, the dreaming ones. Declan, we have to find the Gaia engine. It's the only thing holding them back. Everything. The filth, the nightmares, my hallucinations, they're connected. We need to find the engine.
Okay. Shane, slow down. We're inside. You need to get here as soon as possible.
Hell if I'm staying here. We have to find it.
Okay. We'll find this machine. Because as much as I don't have any idea what you're talking about, it makes more fucking sense than anything else that's happened today.
Helmet. Suit up. Climb it. I understand why it locks you in that animation, but I wish that did not. Engine. Meerkat.
Oh my god. I'm arriving at the door now. It's massive.
The gate.
Stone carvings must be thousands of years old. The records of excavation you found in Argus? This must be the place.
I'll meet you inside.
Wait, what? Is that not correct? There we go.
Magnificent.
Incredible. The murals are so well preserved.
I came here to learn from the ancients, travelers at the nexus of the dream world. The Gaia engine they discovered, that immaculate machine, spans both dimensions. It powered their entire civilization, gave them pure vision, sight through time, knowledge unencumbered. And with all the good that intense light and power brings, there is always someone or something that wants to claim it for their own. I craved it. The knowledge consumed me. I learned and I saw. These murals, Shane. It's a warning they left here long ago. If we let the filth take over the Gaia engine, the universe is left to the whims of ancient beings awakening from a million-year slumber. You and I, we are the final guardians. We must repair what has been broken. reality will cease to exist.
There's something under the ground here. It's shifting through the sand.
Get off the sand, Declan! Declan!
Holy shit.
Keep moving! Keep fucking moving!
Nice. What are these statues?
The engine! That must be it!
It doesn't look like any engine I've ever seen.
I'm coming. Hold on.
What is this place?
They found it. They found the engine.
Cross the threshold. You must reach them.
How do I do that?
I can feel it crawling underneath the stone.
Runes. Language. A key, maybe.
Their eyes, they are forever open. Never blinking until they crack like eggs and reappear.
Declan, snap out of it! Here, take this.
What am I supposed to do with it?
Let's top up. Okay. Can we go? Oh.
Shit! What the hell is that thing?
So we've got to race across to that.
The sand is shaking. Not good.
We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Where is it? Okay, it's over there. Where is it? Can you all go away?
I feel tremors.
I just tried to jump. I know that there's not a jump function in this game, but it just seemed like, you know, the thing to do.
I gotta get off this sand.
I know! I understand the bit. This is literally not the first time I've seen this gimmick.
I'm gonna try to barricade the door!
No, it's already here. You can't.
You fucking bastards! You're gonna have to tear me apart! Ah!
Josie. Oh my God, Josie. Shit. Josie is.
I'm sorry, guys.
Hold on.
The Immaculate Machine.
The moons loom above us, drawing closer together with every second.
And that'll wake the dreamers.
No! Josie! God. No. Declan! Fuck, this can't be happening.
Shane. trust her. She isn't who you think. And if she is who you think, she doesn't deserve you. They told me to load it into the Invictus. Fail safe. They said I'd know when to use it. Said I'd know if I should. Well, it's now, Shane. That's you. I won't be coming along, buddy. Save the world, man. And tell your mom to fuck off. For me.
I like Shane.
Shit, Declan. I'm sorry. I was too late. I'll finish this. This is the end.
You can't let your friends die in vain. You have to complete what they have started. I cannot do it alone, Shane. My form, it shifts in the in-between. I will guide you. Be my hands.
I'm ready.
Do we get a choice in the matter, or good ending, bad ending?
The runes, their language, it bends across the dimensions. It rotates and changes meaning. Recreate the sigils, align the inlays. Light the remaining pillars and charge the waning machine. Its glow will restore the barrier.
I'm not seeing the piece that I need. Is that it? That's it, okay.
Quickly to the next. The moons draw ever nearer. Illuminate the ancient machine while there's still time. Hurry, Shane. I'm counting on you. You must. You must. Tendrils of filth slither along the spine of time. They thrust themselves into the ether, tear at the fabric. Oh, my son. Just one more.
Can I get some oxygen, please?
You are the key.
Love some oxygen.
Light. Return for us. Bridge the dimensions. Light and shadow. Repair the drifting, shining, luminous. Do you hear it singing? It sings, Shane. I can feel it. The energy.
It's weakening.
There is still hope. The moons must not align. Go, my son. It shines with the brightness of infinite knowledge. Do not fear it. No, your friends, they died to help you finish what they started.
Like that.
It's in place. I hope to God this works.
My sweet boy. I'm so...
Jesus! What's happening?
Time has come. It was inevitable. We were too late, Shane. The engine cannot contain the dreamers any longer. Run! Before it consumes you! Run!
Where am I running to? Up. Up. Rip, Shane. I just didn't know where to run to. Oh, don't make me do the puzzles again. Why?
No. Declan.
I just didn't know where to run to. Don't make me do the puzzles again.
Shane,
Assholes.
to me. You can't trust her. She isn't who
Can-
you think. And if she is who you think, she doesn't deserve you.
At least let me skip the dialogue.
They told me to load it into the Invictus. Feel safe. They said I'd know when to use it. Said I'd know if I should. Well, it's now, Shane. That's you. I won't be coming along, buddy. Save the world, man. And tell your mom to fuck off. For me.
All right, let me do the puzzle. Let me do the puzzle. Let me do the puzzle. Let me do the puzzle.
Oh, shit, Declan. I'm sorry. I was too late. I'll finish this.
Add to inventory.
You can't let your friends die in vain. You have to complete what they have started. I cannot do it alone, Shane. My form, it shifts in the in-between. I will guide you. My hands.
I'm ready.
Yes. Quickly to the next. The moons draw ever nearer. Illuminate the ancient machine while there's still time. Hurry, Shane. I'm counting on you. You must. You must. Tendrils of filth slither along the spine of time. They thrust themselves into the ether, tear at the fabric.
So if you're wondering what I'm doing, each of these murals has a little box like this down at the bottom right-hand side. I'm just matching them up the best I can to the pictographs, and whenever I get a good one, it goes in. But some of them are a bit confusing, so it's not like it's foolproof. That's not it. Definitely not that one. Definitely not that one. Is that it? I think that might be it.
You're doing so well, my son. Just one more. Do it, Shane. You are the key. Wondrous light. Return for us. Bridge the dimensions. Light and shadow. Repair the drifting, shining, luminous. Do you hear it singing? It sings, Shane. I can feel it. The energy. It's weakening. There is still hope. The moons must not align. Go, my son. It shines with the brightness of infinite knowledge. Do not fear it. No, your friends, they died to help you. Finish what they started.
Is that it? I think that might be it.
It's in place. I hope to God this works.
My sweet boy, I'm so...
Jesus! What's happening?
Time has come. It was inevitable. We were too late, Shane. The engine cannot contain the dreamers any longer. Run! Before it consumes you! Run!
Can I please get a checkpoint now? As the world crumbles.
The unbearable light! It's destroying the temple!
The engine! We charged it! Why didn't it work?
What they warned would happen. Was it prophecy? The beings that lived here. They were warning themselves, other travelers, this galaxy. It was doomed to the void. The awakening is inevitable.
There has to be something we can do!
It is too late to restore the machine. We have one last chance. One final result.
There's
The
Cthulhu.
compromise. Sleep or stir. Warrior is mended. Warrior is mended. The work requires sacrifice.
Mom! Stay with me!
To the moons.
I thought that's where I was supposed to go. If you take me back to the puzzles, I am going to be very angry.
The engine can be reborn, but it requires sacrifice. The moons, the dreamers, Phobos and Deimos. We must close the rift, shut the gate. Jane, you are here for a reason.
You really need a visual indication of where I'm supposed to go and where is dangerous, because I am not seeing any visual indication that this is going to kill me and this won't. I really need that visual indication to say, hey, go here. Thought I overshot that really quickly. That puts me there. That puts me there. And that puts me there. So now I'm out here, and I'm not supposed to jump. Where am I going?
The dreamers, Phobos and Deimos. We must close the rift, shut the gate. Jane, you are here for a reason. You were marked, sent here.
I don't know what's going on. It's all falling apart. Everything. What do I have to do?
I'm fairly sure that the intended route was not to jump down there and clip into the floor. I'm fairly certain that that's not what I was supposed to do. But I have no visual indication of where I was actually supposed to go. So I don't know where I was actually supposed to go.
To the moons. You must go to the moons. There is no other way. Fly to the stars, to where the Cyrano broke the barrier and slipped from the sky.
Before we go any further, I actually need a quick break, so I'll be right back. Alright, let's go.
To the launch pad. The Invictus should be ready to fly.
I believe in you.
Last man on Mars. Is it possible to die in a cutscene if I don't top up my oxygen?
Retrace their path. Complete the ritual.
Is that like a thing that I could potentially do?
Something got here before me. Not good.
I think it's the plant. The big ferocious plant.
I have to hurry.
I have to hurry, he says, before slowly descending the ladder. Move. Move, please.
No! Not now! They're going to destroy the ship!
Where am I going? Shane, where am I going?
Shit! There's movement under the sand. Those things are back! Shit! There's movement under the sand. Those things are back!
Where am I going? I don't understand where I'm going.
I have to be quick!
I don't see the path. Where's the path?
If I can just make it to the rocket! It's moving! Run! Just run! I have to be quick!
Where to?
Made it! I hope to God the ship holds together.
Go in there. Why do those have collision?
Getting close. Just need a little more time. I never thought I'd be leaving Mars this way. Lucas, Ina, Josie, Declan. This one's for you. Everything needs to be green. This is it.
Down, please. Thank you.
Now, starting the countdown.
What's happening? Why am I inside the chair? I don't think I'm supposed to be inside the chair. I don't think this is supposed to happen.
Clear up the atmosphere. Trajectory is set for orbit. What do we do next? Mom? Mom, are you there? Holy shit! What's happening?
This is everything you are. Just you alone. It's time, Shane.
Time for what?
Hush, my sweet boy. It's almost over.
No! This is wrong! You want to release those things!
They must be free, so that I can be freed. You destroyed the Gaia engine with your corrupted hands. Please, Shane, help me.
What am I doing?
I'm ready. Mars sucks.
Get fucked. Eat shit, Cthulhu. So it does look like you have a choice at the end, and I'll talk a little bit about that after.
Astronomers continue to be baffled by the sudden disappearance of the moons of Mars.
Declan and Lucas were the same voice actor. All of the women had the same voice actor.
Address the speculation that a manned secret mission to Mars.
Henning, I like your style. Is there more story? This recording is going to be an awkward amount of time because I had like 2 hours yesterday and I'm at 3:20 on this recording. That'll be about 5:20, 5:30. It's going to be a little bit awkward. I want to see if there's more story. Where you at? There we are. Okay, so Moons of Mars. I liked it. It was a little bit on rails. You have these great environments, and you can really only go one way. The chases seem to be set up so that you can only go one way. And quite often that path that you have designed for the player doesn't always jump out. Sometimes it's a little bit opaque what you want us to do. I would say that's probably my biggest gripe with the game, is that especially in the chase sequences, I often was trying to figure out where to go, and if I don't figure out exactly where to go, I die, but there's no visual indication where I'm supposed to go. Let me switch to camera. And that would probably be my biggest gripe with the game. that quite often, you know, the chase sequences, you only have 2 or 3 seconds to react, and if you don't see where you're supposed to go in those 2 or 3 seconds, you die. And so I was constantly dying, and it didn't feel like it was my fault. It just felt like I didn't see where to go. That one at the end, when you activate the 3 pillars, you really should have the tentacles come in and shut off the bridges. Because I thought that I was going to be going back the way I came, not turning around, doing a 180, and running there. I don't know if that's something that you would have seen in playtesting or not. I'm assuming that most people probably just spammed, what's it called? What's the word for it? Pathfinder waypoint. I'm assuming that most people just spammed waypoints and then followed the waypoint. In the greenhouse section, I didn't understand why the sprinkler system didn't have a waypoint. You had a waypoint for the water water reclamation. You had a waypoint for the water reclamation point, but you didn't have a waypoint for the sprinklers. Wasn't entirely sure why. That might be something that just slipped through in playtesting. The last thing was the seat during that one cutscene at the end. I shouldn't have been inside the seat. I don't know how that happened. I think that I hit exit right as the cutscene started, and so he leaned back like he was standing up into the seat, and then I was inside the seat for the cutscene. I don't think that's intended. But yeah, I really liked you know, the storytelling of it, the world building. I love cosmic horror. You guys did really well with it. I feel like you did really good with taking all of the, you know, inspirations that you had. The Lovecraft mythos, Alien, the Alien series, the Alien Isolation game, the Dead Space references, the Doom references, the True Detective references, all of it really came together into something really cool. I love that you wear your influences on your sleeve, you make nods to them, you put all of it into your work, and it really shows through. That all was great. I'm pretty sure that there are 2 possible endings, and they all come down to that final choice. So if you couldn't tell what was happening, you have the choice of either reaching out your hand towards the double moon, like you did with the orbs in the one chapter, or the runes in the basement. You get the option of holding out your hand like that towards the dual moons. And I'm assuming that that gives you the mom ending. What we did instead is we used Declan's keyword to launch the payload to destroy the moons instead. And that blew up the Dreamers. Temporarily, because cosmic horrors are all immortal. But that at least preserves us for humanity. Really cool design. I like that they were both set up. I do feel like the magic, it was much farther back into the game than the payload was. So I was a little bit biased towards blowing up the moons, just because they gave me that option sooner or more recently. But I do like that the options were both set up and you do know how to do both of them. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else I liked and didn't like. I think that that's it for the game. Not seeing any post-credit scenes or anything. It's astounding to me that the credits are still going. There are so many people who worked on this game. But yeah, that was the Moons of Madness. I enjoyed it a lot. I got frustrated at a few points, but overall, I think that it was a well-polished package. I think that you guys did really well with the material that you had. The voice actor was a little bit wooden, but after a while, I just stopped hearing it. Yeah, well done all around. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I will try to get out a few more videos before Halloween. If I don't, I'll see you guys in the next video whenever I can get a chance. I love you guys. Thank you, as always, for hanging out with me while I play these strange and scary games. Don't forget to do the YouTube stuff. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like. Tell me if you think that my videos are too long. Tell me if you think they're not long enough. Tell me if you hate Lovecraft and cosmic horror. Tell me if you hate these more linear games. All that stuff. Co-funded by the Creative Europe Media Program of the European Union. We good? Yeah, we good. All right. Thank you guys, as always, for hanging out with me while I play these strange and spooky games. Thank you, as always, for hanging out with me as I play these strange and scary games. I love you guys. Have a great night. See you in the next video.